Okay guys, so here we go. Welcome to this video on how we're going to translate the content from a website using Fluency Now. And whether you're familiar with websites or whether you're not, we're going to show you how this process can be done. For the translation purpose, we're going to be using machine translation just to show you quickly how it would be done. Obviously, when you're doing real translation, you can translate it um, segment by segment, or you can also post-edit the machine translation. That is up to you. I just want to show you the process how you're going to translate a website. So if we take a look here at this website, it is in Spanish. It's got different features and got different things that you're looking at, things that show up, and different items and text that are in Spanish. So what we need to do is get all of the text that is on this page and be able to translate it in our translation tool, which is Fluency Now. Now, for those of you that know a little bit about websites, you know that this all comes from code. So we're going to take a look at this really quick. So this is what you would see when you're getting into the actual how the web page is built. And you've got a lot of tags, which is basically a way to mark up the text and say how it's interpreted. And we've got here, you've got actually what we need to translate. So instead of going in and trying to translate it in the code, which you could do, which would take longer and you might mess up the code or the markup language, and we're going to use Fluency Now so that we don't have to deal with this, and we can just deal with the actual text, which is right here, which is what we need to translate. So we're going to open up Fluency Now, and let's go here, simply start with translate a file. And right here I've got this file, which is the file that we were looking at earlier of the website. And so I'm going to group the tags, say yes. Okay, so now we'll replace the tags. And now it's going to pull up. We've got Spanish from Argentina. We want to translate into English from the United States. We're going to use machine translation here. And select OK. We're going to pull this up here. And then it's going to machine translate for us. Let's give it a second here while it's loading. So as you can kind of see already, we've got our content here that was just pulled out, just the different text or strings that show up. And on the right here, we've got our target document, which is in English, so we're translating it to English. And let's give it just a second here. Obviously, they're still in Spanish right now, but machine translation. There we go. So now I've got everything in English. And as we move through the segments, we can see that the machine has done a good job of translating. As far as the accuracy goes, I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked at it yet, but that's not what we're really worried about. We're really worried about making sure just getting it translated. So, as we move through all of the segments quickly, just to move the translation forward. Obviously, if you're translating, you're going to actually be translating each part. As you can see, the alignment that is showing up. So we're just coming down here to the bottom. Now, it's really important as we move down here, I'll show you guys something. So here we've got close window, but over here we've got this tag. So what we need to do is you can manually add a tag by typing it in, and that's going to add that. That's going to say, well, we found that, so that's going to update it. So now that that has those same tags that we had in this website over here. And those were the tags, just the basic group tags that it mentioned. So now we can just keep going all the way here down to the bottom to the end. Okay, so it says the translation's done. That's perfect. So now we're going to go, and before we save this, keep in mind this is a simplified tag. It's nothing like what we saw before. And you say, well, wait a second, what happened there? Well, it's pretty simple. Just whatever is in front or behind of the text over here needs to show up over here in the same format. As you can see that here, and the colors it the light blue. And that's just to manage the formatting to make sure that everything comes out all right. So now we're going to save the project. First, we're going to save the progress. We're going to save as. Just going to update those. So now you can see it's an HTML file, which is what we actually had before. So we're going to save that right there, and file save. So now we're going to open it. So now, if we open up this new web page, we've got it translated, and it's in English. Now this part right here is an embedded part, so that's going to be translated. But if we look at everything else, we've got it translated. So pretty cool. And we can see we translated the website, and from going from this to this document to this one right here to translate it. So it's perfect.